What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Donnelly from RyanD.com. Check out CalmSupport.com for stress, relaxation, immune, and sleep support. And check out RyanD.com for free coaching. The hours are limited each day. I have other obligations, but I still am doing free coaching. So it's hard to book because there's a lot of people, but it's still free and it's donation run. So if you want to donate, you can also donate at RyanD.com. Today, what I want to talk about is when you have to self-motivate, everyone has to self-motivate. Let me get that out right off the bat in recovery. Because you're going to hear a lot of people say you can't do it by yourself. It's right, you can't. You need other avenues besides yourself, but you do need to be able to self-motivate in order to even get to those places. Okay, because there's going to be plenty of times where you're going to lay in bed, your alarm will go off, you'll feel depressed and tired and just be like, I don't feel any need to do this. You'll have chills go down your back, you'll be sweating, and that can happen any time within the first 3 months. I mean, you could just have an off day where you just feel like shit, and that's the day where you need to self-motivate, get your ass out of bed and be like, all right, I got to do something positive for my recovery, whether it's reach out to somebody, go to a meeting, check out other avenues online, watch videos, whatever it may be. But you can't sit there and sulk and let your mind take over, because if you do, you'll fall back into a bad routine and you'll start looking for numbers and you'll say, I'm going to kill this feeling I have as quickly as possible. Next thing you know, you're using and you're spiraling out of control. Okay, so self-motivation is huge. I preach this as much. I know I say I try not to preach, but I tell people all the time that whatever works for you, you have to do daily. Zig Ziglar was a motivational speaker, famous. He's since passed, but he's left a lot of crazy good quotes, and one of them is, what's the quote? Now I'm gonna blank. Something along the lines that you need to motivate yourself every day, because it's just like bathing. You have to do it daily, otherwise you're gonna get funky. So motivation, I totally destroyed that. I'm so embarrassed by that because he's one of my favorites. But the bottom line is you need to motivate yourself daily, because if you don't motivate yourself daily, you're going to fall back into a routine that you don't want to be at. Okay, so whether it's looking at quotes like I read every morning, I've read probably the same quote multiple times, hundreds of times over the past 8+ years. But quotes, something about them, people have been through things that you're facing. They've learned from it, so you can learn from them. Just like I try to teach people through my escapades in life. It's always great to get information from people who have lived it. So quotes are great because a lot of people have been through tremendously hard times in their lives, and they've had these moments of wisdom that they want to share on, and there's no better way to get it than through quotes. So I read quotes daily, and quotes are probably the number one thing along with music for me. You can be in recovery for years and years and years, and you'll have an off day. Something can happen tragically in your life. You can lose a friend, a family member in a car accident. Something majorly can impact you and knock you off your keel. And if you don't get back on that keel, the even keel, you're gonna end up spiraling out of control. So you have to be able to self-motivate and kick yourself in the ass and say, you know what? All right, I'm going the wrong route. I may not have used yet, but I'm starting to do dope fiend moves that I know are not me. My personality's changing. I need to do what I need to do to get back to the person I really am. Another great way to self-motivate is a lot of people don't, and me personally, I don't believe any one person is special, okay? I think we're all, equal people. I do believe, however, that in order for you to make yourself great, you have to believe that you have something extra. One of my biggest motivators in the beginning of my recovery was knowing the statistics. Like 9 out of 10 people go back. When you go to rehab, you'll hear, if you go to rehab, a lot of rehabs will preach the statistics, and you can't really grasp how true they are, because a lot of people don't come out openly about being in recovery or even having an addiction. There's very loose numbers because it's not something you share usually out in the open. But they will say, 7, 8, 9 out of 10 people will be back into a rehabilitation center. They will relapse, or they will die, or end up in jail. So when you're looking around the room, you count 10 people. Am I that 1, 2 out of 10 people? And you have to believe in yourself, fuck yeah, I am. And you're not looking at the other people saying, I'm better than you. You're looking deep within yourself and saying, that's not me. That's not where my life's supposed to go. So if you can be that person and self-motivate, let's say this camera's moving, and motivate yourself to know that you can be a better version of yourself every single day and prosper in the things that only you know is possible for yourself. No one else has to believe it. Because in the end, no one really gives a fucking shit about you. All right? I know that's a very sad thing to say, but what I mean by that is people are always going to take care of themselves. Okay? You can take care of your friends and your family, your kids and everything else. I'll die for my kids and my wife and my family. No doubt about it. But in the end, you come into this world by yourself and you leave this world by yourself. You can leave a legacy for people to look up to and respect. And that's up to you if that's important to you, which it is to me. But the bottom line is you need to take care of you because no one else is going to do that for you. Okay? So when it comes to manning up or womaning up, and self-motivating, you need to do that. No one's going to do that for you. No one's going to get your ass out of bed. No one's going to say, you need to do this, that, and that, or, you're going to be on the street. You're going to go homeless. You're going to be unsuccessful, whatever that means to you. So you have to have the ability to wake yourself up when things get bad and get back on the right track. Because if you don't, you'll just spiral. I see it all the time, all right? So self-motivation is huge. Music, quotes, books, self-help books, talking to people, going to meetings, meeting people that are in your same realm of life or who have been in your shoes before. Learn from them. Talk to them. Stick around people that are positive. Don't go to meetings and hang around people that are always bitching and negative because they're called dry drunks or, they're still pulling dope feed moves even though they're clean. They're still in that mentality. All right, you want to stick around positive people who are genuinely happy, smiling, that a lot of good things are happening in their life because they're doing the right things, right? And that type of stuff will, you will absorb it. And if you constantly think of positive things, and you constantly concentrate on goals and, the positive in life, you will attract positive. It's true. If you constantly, dwell on the negative and the past and things you could have done and what you messed up at, and you're going to keep beating yourself up. Humans are the only animals on this planet that live in the past. You're not going to see a squirrel, almost get hit by a car and then dwell on it for the next 2 months. All right, it's going to go find some nuts and eat in the tree and move on. But humans, we'll think about shit we did for the next 2 years and beat ourselves up over and over and over again. Even though we're living in the present moment, we're still beating ourselves up about something in the past that's dead and gone. All right, kind of went on a bunch of different topics there, but self-motivation is key to get you to more help. All right, that was the bottom line of this video. Check out calmsupport.com for stress, relaxation, immune, and sleep support, and ryand.com for free one-on-one coaching. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.